Welcome back to Mustache Moto. It's Ben, and today I've got 5 ways you can save some money at the gas pump. Gas prices have gotten kind of crazy. They're probably going to get worse, and they're going to stay that way for a while. So let's talk about some ways you can save money on gas. So the first way, my favorite, and it's not even one of the 5 I'm going to talk about, is ride your motorcycle everywhere you can if you got one. They are so much more efficient. I get twice the MPG on the bike as I do in my car, so the same gallon of gas takes me twice as far or costs half as much, whichever way you want to look at it. All right, so let's talk about these 5 ways, and actually, these will all work in a car too, so let's go.
You've heard this one before. Make sure your tires are pumped up to the proper pressure. If they're low, it's going to use more fuel. So check with the manufacturer recommendation. It's going to be on a sticker on your bike frame, in your user's manual, or in a car, it'll be a sticker on the inside of the driver's side door. Pump it up to that pressure when cold, use a good gauge, and you can actually go a pound or 2 over. Shh, don't tell anybody, and don't exceed the maximum that's printed on the sidewall of the tire.
Another great way to save money is to use regular gas unless you absolutely have to use premium. Your owner's manual is going to tell you if you need premium. If not, you're not going to get better gas mileage with it. You're not going to run better. It's not going to have more power. It's just throwing money away. So check your owner's manual. And the only exception would be if you've done extensive engine work and added high compression pistons, or maybe cams or ignition timing, change that. You might need premium. Otherwise, use regular.
If you're tooling along, use the largest gear possible. As long as you're not lugging the engine, not bogging it down, it's going to be the best fuel economy. We're going 35 miles an hour. I'm in 5th gear. I could probably even be in 6th gear. I'm only about 2,000 RPM. So if I'm going downhill or going flat, you can just leave it like that. You're going to have to remember, if you need a little squirt of acceleration, you're going to have to downshift a couple of gears. But this is going to save some gas. This might be counterintuitive, but motorcycles are not very aerodynamic, especially compared to cars. And if you got a big bike, it's even worse. What this means is the faster you go, it uses exponentially more power and more fuel. So, you know, in the 60-ish miles per hour, I'm getting 50 miles to the gallon or so. When I'm up in the, 70, 75, I'm down into the 40s. And of course, I've only done this when I'm out west and the speed limits are really high. But if you're doing 90, and this bike, I'm down to like in the 30s for my mileage. So the speed plays a huge part in how good the gas mileage or how bad the gas mileage you get is. So if you keep your speed down a little bit, that's going to go a long way to improving your fuel economy. This one's by far the hardest one for me, and that is accelerate slowly. Be gentle on the throttle. It saves a lot of gas. But, part of the fun of motorcycle is being able to crank that thing. So, when you can, be gentle on the throttle. When you got to have some more fun, what the hell.
A final tip is use an app like Gas Buddy, because you might be right around the corner from gas that's 30 or 40 cents cheaper. Get your tank filled up and get out there and ride.